हॅलो स्टुडंट, मी गायत्री सदाफळ पुन्हा एकदा तुमचं स्वागत करते आपल्या लाडके यूट्यूब चॅनल महाराष्ट्र मीडियावर. आज आपण स्टार्ट करणार आहोत क्लास 9 हिस्ट्री चॅप्टर नंबर 7 सायन्स अँड टेक्नॉलॉजी. क्वेश्चन नंबर फर्स्ट ए, choose the right option and rewrite the sentences. Question 1, Dajesh was named as the first chairman of Atomic Energy Commission. Answer is Dr. Homi Bhabha was named as the chairman of Atomic Energy Commission. Dash was the first completely indigenous communication satellite by ISRO. Apple was the first completely indigenous communication satellite made by ISRO. Question number B, identify the wrong pair. Question first, Prithvi surface to surface ballistic missile, Agni surface to sea ballistic missiles, Akash surface to air missile, Nag anti-tank missile. Wrong pair is Agni surface to sea ballistic missile. Question 2a, prepare a timeline of the progress of India in the science and technology. See here, in 1961 to 1970, in that 1961 India's first successful rocket launch. After that, in 1991 to 2000, restructuring of the Department of Telecommunication. Answers are, see the answers here. In 1961, Space Research launched India's first research rocket from the Tumba Equatorial Launch Center of Tumba. In 1963, telex services started. In 1967, Ahmedabad Jodhpur Tarka domestic satellite communication earth station was established at Jodhpur Tarka near Ahmedabad. In 1969, for international telecommunication services center was established at the RV near Pune, and also Indian Space Research Organization established. ISR established झाली होती 15 ऑगस्टला. वाव. Atomic power station at Tarapur was set up. Indigenously built rocket Rohini 75 was launched. 1971 to 1980. In that 1972, Overseas Communication Services was established on Mumbai, and 15th August Post and Telegraph Department shared the 6-digit pin code system. In 1974, the Oil and the Natural Gas Commission started digging oil well on Bombay High. In 18th May, India successfully performed her first nuclear test. In 1975, India launched the first satellite named as Aryabhatta. In 1976, international subscribers dial the telephone services started to connect Mumbai and London directly on phone. In 1979, India launched the remote sensing experimental satellite Bhaskar from Soviet Union. In 1981, Bhaskar II was launched from the Soviet Union. In 19 June, Apple was launched from the French Guiana. Okay. In 1983, computerized reservation for the hall tickets and rail tickets started in Delhi. Also, metro was started in Kolkata. In 1985, India made a nuclear reactor called as Dhruva, started at the Trombe near the Mumbai. After that, in 1983, DRDO develops several missiles under the leadership of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Thereafter, second point is satellite INSAT first B was launched into a space. In 1986, VSNL took a big leap. Speed post service was started to send a postage rapidly. In 1987, NPCIL was set up. In 1988, India successfully tested missile Prithvi. In 1989, India successfully tested missile Agni. In 1990, VSNL main internet service provided. Missile Akash was developed. Okay. In 1991 to 2000. 1994, 22nd August, mobile phone services started in India. In 1998, Konkan Railway started 11th May. India carried out its second nuclear test. In 2000, restructuring of the Department of Telecommunication. Question number B, explain the following concepts. In that question number first, space research. Answer, the first point, in 1961, Indian National Committee for Space Research (NCSR) launched India's first research rocket from Tumba Equatorial Launch Center in Tumba in the state of Kerala. In 1961-69, our indigenously built rocket Rohini 75 was successfully launched. Third point, the next stage was the successful launch of the first Indian satellite Aryabhatta in 1975 with the help of Soviet Union. This success proved that Indian scientists can be indigenously built and the launch a satellite. Indian satellite scientists were confident that they could acquire the technology for sending a message from Earth station to the axis of working the satellite. Question number 2, telex services. Answer, the Department of the Telecommunications under the Ministry of Communications started the telex services in 1963 to transmit type messages from the one part of the country to the another rapidly. Second point, in 1969 the telex services started in Devanagari script in Delhi. Later it spread all over the country. This service began to be used in different fields. With the rise of the internet after 1990, the significance of services reduced. Question number 3, explain the following with results. Question first, Pandit Nehru established the Atomic Energy Commission. Answer, first point, India's first Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru wanted to nurture a scientist temper and bring about the nation progress. Second point, from this perspective, he set up the Indian Atomic Energy Commission on 10th August 1948. Third point, Dr. Homi Bhabha was appointed as the first chairman of the commission. Fourth point, the objectives of the commission were to be produce electricity from the atomic energy, increase the yield of the food grains and make them last longer, set up the technology for achieving this development, nanotechnology. Question number 2, India decided to conduct a nuclear test. Answer, India successfully performed her first nuclear test at Pokhran in Rajasthan on 18th May 1974 in the consonance with the policy of using nuclear energy for peaceful purposes and for self-sufficiency. The reason why India took the decision was China nuclear capability and the Pakistan desperate the efforts to acquire nuclear weapons with the China help. Third point, Dr. Homi Bhabha Sittha, the chairman of the Indian Atomic Energy Commission, and Dr. Raja Raman, director of the Bhabha Atomic Research Center, played a major role in conducting the nuclear test. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi took the decision of carrying out a nuclear explosion. Pokhran was chosen on the basis of required criteria for the location of the nuclear test, far away from human settlement and the groundwater resources. Question number 3, USA imposed economic sanction of the India. Answer, on 11th May 1998, India carried out its second nuclear test to prove its nuclear preparedness. 3 tests were done on this day. Of them was the hydrogen bomb. Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee assured that there will be no first use of nuclear weapons by India, but the USA imposed economic sanctions of India immediately. Question number 4, write the answers in 25 to 30 words. Question number 1, write about the Pokhran nuclear test. Answer, India successfully performed her first nuclear test at Pokhran in Rajasthan on 18th May 1974 in consequence with the policy of using nuclear energy for peaceful purposes and for self-sufficiency. Second point, the reason why India took this decision was China's nuclear capability and Pakistan desperate the efforts to acquire nuclear weapons with China's help. Third point, Dr. Homi Bhabha Sittha, the chairman of the Indian Atomic Energy Commission, and Dr. Raja Raman, director of the Bhabha Atomic Research Center, played a major role in conducting the nuclear test. 4 point, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi took the decision of carrying out a nuclear explosion. Pokhran was chosen on the basis of required criteria for location of the nuclear test, far away from the human settlement and no groundwater resources. Question number 2, for which sector was Bhaskar first satellite expected to be useful? Answer, India launched the remote sensing experimental satellite Bhaskar 1 from the Soviet Union in 1979 in order to observe various things on the surface of the earth by remote sensing technology. Second point, the remote sensing technology would be useful in India's development by regarding water bodies, mineral deposits and forecasting weather. Third point, the photographs taken with the help of the technology about the bowls of earth, environment and forest were important. Fourth point, another area in which the information from the satellite was useful was oceanography. Question number 5. Question number first, which of the everyday services are influenced by the satellite technology? Answer first, Bhaskar 1, India launched the remote sensing experimental satellite Bhaskar 1 from the Soviet Union in the 1979 in order to observe various things on the surface of the earth by remote sensing technology. This remote sensing technology would be useful for the Indian development by regarding water bodies, mineral deposit and forecasting weather. The photographs taken with the help of this technology about the bowls of the earth, environment and the forest were important. Another area in which the information from this satellite was useful was oceanography. In 1981, Bhaskar 2 was launched from the Soviet Union. Second point, Apple, the first completely indigenously built satellite by ISRO in India. Apple was launched on the 19th June 1981 from the French Guiana. Apple was the beneficial in the field of the education. Was objective of the providing emergency in telecommunication services was successful. Third point, Indian National Satellite. In August 1983, the satellite InSat 1B was the launch in the space. Because of the satellite, the major revolution came out in the areas of the telecommunication, television, radio, weather forecasting and space research. India, due to InSat 2007, Akashwani or radio stations could be connected to each other. This mechanism was useful for search and rescue of the people caught in some disaster like a shipwreck or an airplane crash, for forecasting weather at a look for and follow cyclones or storms. In the fields of the telemedicine and the educational institutions, the telemedicine services enables the population from the remote areas to get advice and treatment from the expert doctors. Public primary health centers in villages have been connected with the super specialty hospitals through the InSat. Fourth point, satellite communication center. In order to establish satellite communication with the help of an artificial satellite, a domestic satellite communication earth station was established in 1967 at Jodhpur, Tarka near the Ahmedabad. This made it easy to train scientists and the technicians in the setting up the running on earth station within the country. In 1970, a center was established at the RV near Pune, equipped for international telecommunication services. The technology adopted by railway has a big role in the history of the modern India. Question number 2. Why Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam called the Missile Man? Answer first. In 1958, Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO) was established under the Department of the Defense and the Government of the India. The objective of this organization was to make India self-sufficient with the respect means, equipment and the weapons required for the defense. After 1983, this organization developed several missiles under the leadership of the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Dr. Kalam has made a great contribution in the production of missiles. Dr. Kalam is known as the father of India missile program. He is also referred to as a missile man of India. Second point, Integrated Guided Missile Development Program (IGMDP) was conceived by the carried out under the leadership of the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO) undertook the task of building the missiles. Question number 3. How can one have the computerized reservation done for the railway travel? Answer. There is a site called as a IRCTC for online railway booking. On site, sign up option is given through which login ID and password is created. IRCTC account. One must log in with this ID and password for booking railway ticket. A CAPTCHA image needs to be filled. Ensure the account not being misused. Second point, to the left of the page on the site, a column is given to enter the destination and the boarding point along with the date on which the journey is supposed to be made. After filling this, the list of the trains along with their numbers, bid system and schedules is shown. The quota, that is general ladies, senior citizen, needs to be filled here. Third point, here if the ladies quota is selected, the berth is booked in the compartment reserved exclusively for ladies. In senior citizens quota is selected, exemption in travel fees is given. After this, the berth preferences is sleeper. Second sitting is to be selected to book the tickets, upon which the new windows opens for filling the details like a name of the passenger, age, that is CAPTCHA image needs to be filled, again the confirm booking. Last point, the gateway to online payment opens up, which is done through the debit card or internet banking, whichever is the easier for the person booking it. A message of the confirmation and email is received to the person booking it for his her details. Question number 4, write the key features of the Konkan Railway. First, the Konkan Railway started in 1998. There are several recorded of records technology of the credit of Konkan Railway, which stretches over the 4 states of Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka and Kerala over a distance of 760 kilometers. There are 12 tunnels in this track. The 6.5 kilometer tunnel of the Karbude is the longest tunnel. There are 179 big and 19 small bridges on this track. Fourth point, out of this the 2065.8 meter long bridge on river of the Saraswati near the Honwar is the biggest, that is the 84 meter tall bridge on the river Panvel near the Ratnagiri is the India's tallest bridge. Last is the, for avoiding the accidents on the tracks, there are prone on land side, there are sensors fitted on the railway engines. So thank you students. For more updates, please like, share and subscribe the channel.